Good morning, everybody. Yes, we are going live a little bit earlier today, simply because I don't think we have an awful lot to cover. So we're going to get to the quiz a bit earlier than normal. It is Sunday, the 3rd of September. It is 10:52. We are going live early because I want to go through the charts, have a look at the markets, as well as cover the news. As I've just said on Telegram, it's a really slow day today. There's not a lot to cover. There's not a lot happening. It really is the pits today. So if we go through what we're going to look at some bearish signals on Bitcoin. We're going to look at what the SEC is going to do now it keeps losing in court. We're going to look at Carl Moon, who is I don't know whether he's a YouTube influencer or a crypto influencer. I don't know what his official title is. We're going to look at adoption in Turkey. We're going to look at Colorado. We're going to look at NFT tickets, which we kind of covered yesterday, but there's an article about it today. And then we're going to finish with the quiz. So if you are new here, please can I ask you to do a couple of things. First of all, most importantly, we are live on Binance every day. Short of there being back problems with me, or short of us not being able to get online, we are live every day. We are also on YouTube. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so if you can, please give us a follow. Now, for those of you that are unaware, we have all of our links underneath. Now, so for those of you that are aware, it would help if I turned the volume off. So if you do want to come and join us, we have a Telegram group which nearly has 200 members in it. We are on Twitter, we have a website, we are on YouTube, and if you have any questions or collabs or whatever else, you can email me directly. My email address is there. So that's pretty much it in terms of our introduction. What I want to do now is have a quick look at the markets before we get into the news, because otherwise the news really isn't much in the way of excitement today. So we'll head over, have a look, and see what the markets are doing. I think Bitcoin is still struggling, 25.9, I think. Just under 25.9. I mean, we are 10% down on the month from where we were. There isn't really an awful lot in terms of where we are. We're range bound again. We had our Bart Simpson, we've come back down, and now we are range bound. We are in the same range we were in before the good news and before the ETF rejection. So we're kind of much where we are. We have fallen down, as you can see, but we've been in this range now for about 2 weeks. We had our blip, we're still back in the range. Everything I'm looking at indicates another leg down. Some people are saying 24,000. I think we could go as low as 20, and that isn't being bearish, that isn't trying to put fear into the market. It's just what the history of Bitcoin, the cycles that we go through, indicate that we do go a bit lower before recovering before the end of the year. I still think we'll be between 30 and 32,000 by the end of the year, but I do think that September and October we're going to see more downside, with a recovery in November and December. And don't forget, as you all know, Bitcoin can move thousands of dollars in a very short space of time. To get to 32,000 or 30,000, it's only a 20% move from where we are now. So, you know, we're not predicting massive upswings, but we are predicting maybe another 20% down from where we are. I still think the end of the year will be half of the all-time high. Just wait for that to go past. So I don't see much in the way of any change of what I've seen so far. The market cap is still over $1 trillion. That's the good news. I do think we're going to dip below $1 trillion before the middle of October. The volume is down dramatically. Very simply, Saturday and Sundays, nothing really happens. No markets are traded. Bitcoin dominance and Ethereum dominance haven't moved now for a very long time. They've come shooting down. And overall, I think we covered cyber a little bit yesterday. So I think we'll mention that again towards the end of the show if we've got more time. Not much in the way of gainers over the last 24 hours. And not much in the way of losers, really. We're 5% here or there. Really doesn't really say anything about the market. So not a lot to cover. So there's not a lot of news, not a lot happening in the markets. So this is going to be a stream probably dominated by a quiz that we do on a daily basis. Now we're going to start with the bearish news, which is to do with all of the signals that indicate more downward action. That's where we're going to start. But before I do, let's give a few shout outs. Lose a life. No. If you look with your eyes, you will see on the right hand side that we have an agenda for the stream. You will see the quiz is the last point on the stream. So don't ask for the quiz now. You're not going to see it for another half hour at least. Good morning, Tariq. Welcome to all the scammers who paste incessantly into our chat. Good morning, Toybox. E-money, no, I cannot help you, I'm afraid. I can help you with knowledge and information. I can try my best, but I'm not going to give you a BNB, or I'm not going to give you a Bitcoin. I'm not going to give you an Ethereum. Good morning to everybody else. Good morning to Imtiaz and everybody else that is in here. We do drop boxes throughout the stream, so if you smash the like button and get us to probably about 3,500 likes, we'll drop another box. But before we do any box dropping, I'm going to get through this first article, which is to do with whether we think Bitcoin is going to collapse. The charts tell me it is. People like Ben Cowan say it is. So there's lots of people saying there's downward action. Now, what I said on yesterday's show with Brogan was, whenever everybody thinks it's going to go down, it will go up. The same way that everybody expects it to go to $100,000 tomorrow, it will come crashing down. Bitcoin does not do what people say it will do, because the whales will manipulate the market against us, or against you, or against crypto Twitter, or whatever. So whatever we expect the market to do, the whales will try and make it do the opposite. I'm sure in 10 years' time there'll be documentaries made about whales talking about how they were making $1 billion a month or $100 million a month out of the markets. But until that comes, we just have to tread lightly. So a closely followed analyst is warning that Bitcoin is forming a bearish pattern last seen just before the crypto king collapsed in late 2021. Rect Capital tells his 350,000 followers on the social media platform X that Bitcoin is very close to breaking down from a bearish double top pattern. A breakout on seller volume and a convincing loss of $26,000 followed by turning it into a new resistance would confirm the breakdown. Now, just so we are all aware, I think we are going to come down here. 20,000. Most people think we're going to come along the $24,000 line, which isn't even 10% from here. It's about 8% from here. So when people say, oh, we're going to fall to 24,000, on the grand scheme of things, in terms of Bitcoin, it's not really a fall. It's more of a stumble than anything else, or a slight retracement. Bitcoin moves in multiples of what normal stock market movements are. So it's not a big downward action. I think 24,000 is what most people are predicting, which is why I think we might go as low as 20,000. In 2021, Bitcoin formed two clear tops akin to a double top before forming the third top at a lower high. So now we've got our two tops. If we do form a lower high, which is possible, then yes, we could come back down. Bitcoin is experiencing resistance at the bull market moving averages, which we've talked about. It's not on this graph, but basically when we broke above the bull market support band, we didn't stay there very long. The Bart-Simpson pattern took us above, and then we came straight back below. We can't hold it, so that's quite a bearish signal, to be honest. But when we do hold it, we hold it as support. That is a clear indication that we are about to shoot up. So there we go. So as you can see, we've come up and we came straight back below, and we can't get back above it. It's just a sign of weakness in the market. It's not a fundamental problem with Bitcoin or the tokenomics of it. It's just the fact that there's simply not enough demand to keep the price that high, which is expected. We're not at the halving yet. You have to remember, when it comes to things like Bitcoin or any stock, you have to zoom out and look for the longer term patterns. Are we putting in lower highs? Are we putting in higher lows? What is the RSI telling us? Where are the points of control? There's lots of checks that you need to do to see where we are. And simply, we're not there. The analyst goes on to say that he expects Bitcoin to bounce one more time before breaking down and witnessing a deep corrective move close to the 20,000. Somebody who agrees with me. Incredible. The Bitcoin fractal suggests Bitcoin could soon form its third top and then finally losing 26,000. So great news. So whoever this man is, he's a genius. He agrees with me. That's all I care about. Rect Capital predicts 20,000 as well. So Ben Cowan and a lot of the big crypto YouTubers and crypto Twitter people, they're predicting 24. I still think we'll come down to 20,000 because it's a psychological mark, psychological line in the sand, and it will give us a lot of liquidity to move up. The lower we go, the higher it can project us. So I agree with him. I think 20,000 is still on the cards. And if we don't hit 20,000 and we hit 22 or 23,000, so be it. It doesn't matter. The point is, there's going to be more downward action before we move up. That's the cusp of it. Nobody has a crystal ball. Nobody knows the future. You'll see people on Twitter who predicted the all-time high, who predicted the all-time low, but they won't be the same people. They'll have had one lucky guess in the last 3 or 4 years, and then they'll live off that. Richard Hart predicted the top of Bitcoin to the day, and now he is under investigation by the SEC for a multi-million pound fraud scheme, Ponzi scheme. So just because somebody guesses does not mean that makes them a crypto genius or a crypto mystic. It means they got lucky once and then they live off it for the next 4 or 5 years. But 20,000, I think, is a good marker for when you're doing your trading, to think about the fact that if we're going to have a move up, so let's say we do move back up to 28,000, that's a good opportunity to potentially sell or short the market. Then when we come down towards 22,000, that's a good time to long the market. So you can make money in the market going both ways. That's the most important thing. Yes, you can DCA in. You could start DCAing today, buy at 26, 25, 24, 23,000, buy all the way down, and then buy all the way up. And you'll average maybe 23,000, which is a great price for Bitcoin, considering that I think we're going to hit somewhere near 100,000. Based on diminishing returns, I think we're going to hit 100 to 110,000. So if you do get in at 23,000, then you're looking at a 4 to 5x in the next bull run. So moving on, we never have a week without talking about the SEC, and that's simply because they are the most irritating child in the playground. Let me drop a box for all of you that are watching. Okay. Look, I am not giving out BNB boxes. I am not giving you $5. I am not giving you anything, I'm afraid. If you want that, you can go to one of the AFK streamer channels, which are on Binance, where they don't even bother telling you anything or talking to you. They just put a feed up and drop you boxes. So if you want any of that, then this isn't the channel for you. I suggest you go elsewhere. But I will drop a box. For the regulars that are here, who I greatly appreciate, by the way, on days like this, when there's no news and we're just going through the charts and going through where we are, it's more of a two-way conversation, because some days we have that much news that we finish really late. Yesterday, for example, I think the stream was nearly 2 hours, and the target is to do the stream in an hour and 15 minutes. So yesterday was a great day for news. We went through, we did a full overview of ApeCoin. I think we looked at cyber as well. So we had a good day yesterday, but today there's literally no news. So I'll drop a box you guys now. Hang on. So if you are wondering what our VIP crypto club is that I'm telling you to join, I will show you now. Give me a second. Okay, so there's a box. The VIP crypto club, before we get onto this, I've just dropped the box, so it would make sense to explain what this is. Okay, this is our VIP crypto club. It is free to join. It doesn't cost you a penny. We take, or we will take when it goes live, 20% of our income as crypto content creators. We'll take 20% of our income and we are going to give it away to the VIP crypto club members. 20% of what we make on Binance, Binance AMAs, YouTube, other places I'm not going to mention because I respect Binance too much, but across all of our platforms, we will take 20% of our income and we will give it to you. To join, the first 1,000 members will be free. We are at somewhere around about 200 members at the minute, but it doesn't mean you can't join the waiting list to join. We will be doing another giveaway, and I mentioned this the other day, and I'm glad that I haven't forgotten. So I'm going to tell you, for all of the OGs that are in here, we are at 47. Do a refresh. See where we are. We're at nearly 47,500 followers on Binance. The next giveaway is going to be at 50,000 followers on Binance. To take part in the giveaway, all you need to do is join the crypto club. That's it. We have a database. We will take all of the usernames in that database. We do our lucky wheel spin and we give you free crypto. It's not going to make you rich. We're not giving away BNB and Bitcoin, but it is going to be a prize that's bigger than the prizes that we've given away in the past. Now we're going to do that if we are at 47,500. At the rate we're going, that's probably going to take us another week. So by next weekend, we should be at 50,000, which means the week after, when I do a live stream with Brogan, we will do an evening stream, and it will just be to give our members a chance to win the prize. So if you want to join, the link has been pasted into the chat twice by me. I'm not going to cover that again because I've got other articles to go through. But do join. It is free. It's not a trick. And if you don't know anything about us, you want to ask us questions, across the bottom of your screen, you will see two links streaming. You will see the crypto streamers VIP URL, and you will see the Telegram link, the Crypto Warehouse News Telegram link. If you want to know more about the VIP Crypto Club, if you want to join us, go over there, join our Telegram group, and we'll explain more. So, without further ado, so the SEC is getting beaten from pillar to post by the courts. We've had the XRP case. We've had the Grayscale case. We've now had the Uniswap case. The Uniswap case said that the argument by the SEC was saying that Uniswap is liable for all of the coins listed on the exchange. The judge said no, they're not. The judge said that Uniswap is not responsible for the coins that are listed, and also said that Ethereum and Bitcoin were commodities. So, you have a judge saying they're commodities. The SEC is running out of steam, and it's taking an absolute pounding. Now, that might sound like great news, but it really isn't. Because what we want is we want regulation. We want regulation. We want clarity. We want black and white laws that Binance and other exchanges can adhere to. That's what we want. We don't just want to keep beating the SEC in court. It's pointless. It costs money and it takes time. Why do we have to go to court to get regulation? Regulation is set by the government, or the regulation is set by a regulator and then approved by a government. The SEC are supposed to be the securities regulator. All they do is block crypto. That's all they do. They have not once in the history of the SEC approved a single coin. Not one. All they have done is issue Binance and Coinbase with trading securities and omitted Bitcoin. That's what they've done. They have never come out and said Bitcoin is not a security. They've done it by omission in their court cases. It's an absolute disgrace. It's a disgrace to the American people, and it's a disgrace to crypto. So the court rulings against the SEC underscore how crypto regulation is going to remain messy and unpredictable for the foreseeable future. We know about the loss to the XRP army. We know about Grayscale. The central line of argument in the Grayscale case was that the SEC had already approved slightly different Bitcoin ETFs issued by rivals. If those were allowable, said the court, then there was no good reason to bar Grayscale's product. Exactly. The SEC still has extensive powers, we know. The SEC doesn't even need to appeal the Grayscale decision. It can simply reaffirm its previous denial with a new set of reasons precisely. So the issue is that they're not trying to help crypto. They help the banking industry with clarity. They help individual investment managers and investment brokers with clarity. They provide clarity to every single industry but crypto. It is an utter disgrace. It's now clear that it's not going to happen. SEC will continue to frown on just about all crypto activity, which in a court of law, you have to provide fairness, or the courts will force you to provide fairness. It's discrimination. If this was two individuals, the SEC could be accused of discrimination. If one was a man and one was a woman and they kept rejecting the woman, that would be discrimination based on gender. If it was based on race, that would be another case. You cannot treat the banking, the insurance and the finance industries in one way and crypto in another way. It's an unfair and unlevel playing field. The same way that Binance's BUSD was accused of being a security, and then they allow PayPal USD to be approved with the same company, with Paxos. Now, That's double standards. But why is it double standards? It's double standards because PayPal is part of the old guard, whereas Binance are not. Binance are seen as this overseas entity that's trying to bend the rules and break the rules in America, and it clearly isn't. So the SEC are just they're never going to provide clarity. What we need is a change in the American government, which will then lead to a new head of the SEC, and hope that that new head is pro-crypto. Hello, EK. Welcome to the stream. I went live a little bit early today because it's a slow news day. Let's put it that way. It's a slow news day. Now, I'm going to move on to talk about this gentleman who is called, I believe he's called Carl the Moon. And he is a crypto influencer. So, Carl the Moon, Runefelt asked Cointelegraph to revise history on his behalf by concealing old claims that he co-founded a crypto app. Disgraceful. Carl the Moon contacted me out of the blue seeking an update to old information. In a May 2022 article, it touched on his involvement with the crypto payment platform Castor, but he is directly involved with Castor. Okay, so let me finish the article before I have my rant. He was not the co-founder, only an investor. Okay, because I clearly remember Carl and BitBoy and many others shilling Castor for a good 3 months, saying it was going to be the best payment solution in the world. It was going to solve all the crypto problems. It was going to be based on the best technology you could find. And he clearly made himself known as being one of the founders of Castor. So for him to turn around and say he's not the co-founder, only an investor, He argued at one point that I mentioned in the article of haters who accused him of editing YouTube video titles to make past predictions appear accurate was clearly unprofessional. Runefelt is a crypto influencer known for showing off a lifestyle of private jets, supercars, and $1 million watches. So Castor, now KA app, the crypto app that Runefelt is apparently trying to distance himself from. As it turns out, despite his version of reality, he was indeed a co-founder. Let's get back to his version of reality. He explains that the co-founder label, a result of confusion due to an online rumour. People say many different things. People say I'm the billionaire, blah blah blah. Something takes off and then everyone just goes with it. Even though I never told people my net worth, the same with me being a co-founder of Castor. I'm just trying to clean up this stuff. Now there we go. So, one of the reasons that you shouldn't listen to anybody, and I mean anybody, in crypto is this. You should not listen to me. You should not take anything I say as gospel. Okay? Everything I say is my opinion. And, well, number one, I'm never going to shill you a token. That's the first thing. The second thing is, anybody that goes onto YouTube or Twitter or Binance Live and tells you this is the next big thing and you need to get in on it, what they are doing is they are, let me bring this up for you. The reason I'm so passionate about this is I make videos about them all the time. I make videos about scam tokens. Now, you may never have heard of a pump and dump, but I'm going to show you. Okay, so let's take this one and hope this one is big enough for you to see, which clearly it won't be, but we'll go with it anyway. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I hope you can see my cursor. So Carl the Moon, he invests down here. And Carl the Moon is a very big crypto influencer. And I'm not saying he's done this. I'm not saying that BitBoy's involved with this. I'm just giving you some names as examples of how it works. So Carl's here and he's got his big bag of coins. And he goes to 4 or 5 different crypto influencers and says, buy this token, or I'll give you 1 million of these tokens, or whatever it might be, if you help promote this new cryptocurrency. They all know what's going on. They are all fully aware of this. And what happens is this period of time here is where the crypto videos come out. 100x, 500x, 1000x your money in 5 weeks. We are all going to make you rich. We are all going to make you rich. We are going to turn you into crypto millionaires. And then what happens is you, whether it be any of the people in chat, whether it be Tariq, whether it be Hoshan, whether it be Hassan, Ole, Babbage, whether it be any of you in chat, you go, oh wow, this looks like an amazing coin because Carl's talking about it and Crypto A and Crypto B and Crypto C are talking about it. I'm going to buy it. And your buy pressure forces the coin to go up here. And that's where you buy it. You buy it here. And then all of these wonderful crypto influencers that call you family or squad or friends or whatever they call you, they sell here. They sell at this point. And guess what? The tokens that you bought at $1, $1.05, they sell. And then you panic and then you sell. And then people think, oh, this is a good price. It's been at $1. I'll nip in. Slight amount of buy pressure. And then everybody sells as they realize it's a rug or a pump and dump. And then the price ends up down here. And your $1 has become 2 cents. And you've lost 98% of your money. But for you to lose 98% of your money, other people have to win. And win big. Now, I am not saying that Carl ever sold his tokens. I'm not accusing him of anything. What I'm saying is that going to Cointelegraph and trying to distance himself from a project that he pumped with his crypto friends and got it all the way up to $1, I would like to see evidence from all of those crypto influencers that they never sold a single Casper token. So if crypto influencer A was given 10 million of these tokens, I want to see those 10 million tokens still in their wallet, because I guarantee you out of 10 influencers that shilled this token, 8 of them will have sold everything to bring the price down. Okay? So whenever you see anybody tell you anything to do with a token, you do your own research. That's why you hear people say do your own research all the time. Because I could be paid, if somebody paid me $1 million, I would find it very hard to not talk about a token. Because it's life-changing money. These crypto influencers are offered $50,000 or $100,000 to talk about a token that they haven't done research on. They don't care. What they care about is the $50,000 or $100,000. That's what they care about. So just remember, these influencers, they build up their brand and then sell to the highest bidder. Now, if they don't have morals, then they will sell to the next person that comes along and offers them a massive chunk of change to sell you a token. Because you're part of the squad. We should all win together. We're all going to be loaded. We're all going to be this. We're all going to be that. And then this happens. And then they go, well, you know, you've got to do your own research and, you know, it's up to you and you've got to carry out risk management. And if you've lost your money, that's your fault. Even though they've spent 3 months telling you to buy Casper. So I informed Runefelt that the articles aren't edited after the fact unless they were mistakes at the time. He made it clear he believed a journalistic error was made and that it needed to be rectified. I asked him to elaborate. The theory is that I wrote co-founder because maybe I read some third person's account and that I didn't have any first knowledge. There was no mistake. Reviewing our interview notes from when I visited his office in May 2022, it turned out he had clearly recounted how he co-founded Caster. Me and my best friend 2 years ago, we came up with the idea. Crypto payments should be easy. That's why we founded Caster. We had received media attention from Yahoo Finance and Fox Business. I confronted him by noting that the description of co-founder came from not online rumours but from his own statements. I did help out with some brainstorming, but I may have over-exaggerated my involvement at that stage, but co-founding it is not accurate. Early advisor and early investor, I would say that most accurate thing. I can't come up with something more true than that. What you say is you never actually referred to yourself as co-founder or led people to believe that. I'm just making sure I asked. Exactly. You'd just done on Yahoo and Fox the very media references he mentioned. The Yahoo Finance video clip titled Crypto App Caster aims to lower blah 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 transactions room delivered the opening line after being introduced as co-founder. Caster is my company, I am co-founder. This is a brilliant article because I clearly remember at the time he appeared on BitBoy Crypto. So he did. Do I have any opinions on Gala Games co-founders suing each other? Funnily enough, we looked at Gala Games last Monday. We went over the project, we went over the tokenomics of it, and we did not see any information about the Gala Games co-founders suing each other. But what I will do when I finish this article, I will put it into tomorrow's show. So thank you for that comment, Murder Wizard. I will go and have a look. That's news to me. I cover the news every day, and I haven't seen any mention of the co-founders suing each other. Let me go and have a look. I'll just put in here, and we'll go and have a look in a minute. There we go. I'll have a look at that shortly. So this is a great article, and the reason it's a great article is that these crypto influencers think they can come online, they can say what they want, and make you buy something, and then turn around. As the article mentions, you can change the past by going in. Anybody can do it. I can go into YouTube and I can change the title of one of my videos to say that Bitcoin will be at $26,000 by September 1st. And then you'll go and look at my videos and go, wow, this guy's amazing. Look, he's predicted the price of Bitcoin. He's predicted the price of Ethereum. He's predicted the price of XRP. But I don't do that. Go into my channel, you will see that I predicted that the XRP summer pump, which was 3 months ago, I predicted that we would get to $1 to $1.50 if they won the court case. And where did we get to? We got to 94 cents. So was I wrong? Yes. But do I want to hide it? No, I don't want to hide it because I'm honest and it's my prediction. I'm not far off. It got to 94 cents and I said it would get to $1 to $1.50. So I'm not a million miles away, but I wasn't predicting $10 like everybody else was predicting. So I don't change anything. It's all there for you to see. I have been wrong more times than I've been right. But the point of it is that, again, do your own research. I just give my opinions on stuff. And if you agree, you agree. If you don't, you don't. It's as simple as that. But like I say, everything is there. Nothing gets edited. I've reviewed Bencoin, massive problems ahead. I've reviewed PetLFG several times, and that project has turned round. Ethlas looks fantastic, but hasn't had coverage it needs. Wall Street Bets, is it going to 100x? It's still possible to do that. So go and have a look. Check me out. Make sure you subscribe. All I do is give you my opinions. Don't buy this. I did that a month ago when the price was $4 or $5. It's now $1.11. So was I right on that one? Yes. But did I say don't buy it because of the price action? No. I said don't buy it because they're connected to the World Economic Forum. WorldCoin, World Economic Forum are interconnected. They want to create a digital ID for everybody in the world. Go and look at the articles that I include. It's shady. It's dodgy. It's not good for us. So that article was one of the best articles I have read on Cointelegraph in a year. So Elias Ahonen, I will clip this. I will send it to you. You have made a fantastic piece on Cointelegraph, which apparently is called Cointellerlie, according to some people, but I agree with your article. And before we move on, let's go and have a look at what has been suggested by Murder Wizard, because as I said at the start of the show, boy, it's a slow news day. This was 2 hours ago. So for those of you that don't know, just to give you a bit of background, Gala Games, I really like the project. The reason I really like the project is because it can take existing games and it can add blockchain functionality to them. Or you can build your entire game on the blockchain. They have a suite of games. With games, what you have to understand, there's a huge lag between putting something into production and releasing something. So, for example, they've got The Walking Dead as one of their clients. Big fan of the project. I held Gala Games at 50 or 60 cents and sold it at about 40 cents because the markets were just going zero. Gala Games is now 2 cents or something like that. So I'm not going to go and tell you to buy Gala Games. What I'm going to say is that Ethlas and Gala Games, if they get adoption and if their games get played, they're going to be gold mines. The one thing I don't like about Gala Games is the cost of a node is exceptionally high. I think at current prices, it costs you $50,000 or $100,000 to have a node on Gala Games. So let's have a quick look. When did this happen? So the CEO and co-founder Eric Schiermeier and Wright Thurston have filed lawsuits against each other, accusing Thurston of illegally obtaining and selling $130 million in Gala tokens. Thurston has accused Schiermeier of wasting the company's assets and engaging in fraudulent practices that harmed the platform. This is really not good news. Gala Games released a statement endorsing a commitment to protecting users and team members from harm, that the company's growth and success remained a priority. Now, the first problem you've got here is you have the damage to the brand. So forget the argument between co-founders. When I set my first company up, it was 2001. I set it up with my business partner, Graham. We ran that company for nearly 20 years. If you can go 20 years in a company without an argument, there's something wrong. You're always going to argue with your business partner because you spend more time with them than you do with your husband or wife. The issue here appears to be that this has now escalated to the point where they are taking each other to court, and what they need to do is recuse themselves from the company. So both of them need to step away from the company right now. Put somebody in charge who can run the company for the next 6 to 12 months while this case has been resolved. If it can be proved that Thurston has stolen $130 million in Gala tokens, that needs to come out in court. It's not something for me to talk about. I don't think the counter argument doesn't really stand up for me. So my overriding comment would be both of them need to step away, bring in somebody who can take over the reins, issue a statement saying that it's business as usual, issue a roadmap, issue a list of release dates, stick to that, and move the pair of them as far away from the company as possible, because at the minute it's very toxic. Great word to use in this day and age of woke people. It's very toxic. So move away from the company, separate yourselves from the company, allow the company to carry on while you get on with suing each other in court and hopefully having some kind of amicable outcome at the end. That would be good. So I hope that answers your question, Murder Wizard, that's what I would do. Now we have turkey. No, we're not going to be eating the turkey. We're going to be discussing turkey. The reason we're discussing turkey is that one of the other things that I talk about on here a lot is how crypto can protect you from your own nation state, especially if you are in a country that has high levels of inflation. So Argentina, Turkey, a lot of South American countries all have raging inflation. You'll also find those same countries trying to ban you from holding crypto. The reason they do that is they don't want you to be able to jump out of the peso or lira or whatever it might be. Because if you'd have bought $10,000 of Bitcoin on the 1st of January, in your own currency, your purchasing power might now already be down to about $6,000. If you'd have bought Bitcoin in January, your purchasing power might be $16,000. So you'll have tripled your money in 8 months. That's why it's important to realize that crypto is going to change people's lives on a grey scale. It's not black and white. It's not going to benefit or not benefit. At one end, you've got many people in Africa who can't get bank accounts. It will benefit them more than somebody on a middle class estate with a high six-figure income. They'll benefit slightly from holding Bitcoin, as part of their portfolio. The people in Africa, when there's an earthquake, can be airdropped money in seconds to be able to buy food, to be able to buy water. That's what matters, not you making an extra 5% on your portfolio. And that's why Cardano, I think, has a massive future, because it's trying to sort out education and healthcare in Africa as one of its priorities. Stella's doing the same thing. Don't know if that's going to work or not, but Stella's doing the same thing. And Turkey. Why are people in Turkey buying Bitcoin? Because I hope it has the figure in here for their inflation rate. So 52% of Turkish population have adopted crypto, which probably means they've just bought some. So does it actually mention the rate? There we go. So the Turkish lira has lost over 50% of its value against the dollar. So had you bought Bitcoin, you would be up 50%. Even if the price of Bitcoin had stayed the same, you'd be up 50%. Brazil is another one, but Brazil is more pro crypto. I know Binance had the issue with the Visa, MasterCard or Visa the other week, but they've now announced that they're going to be rolling out direct banking with South American countries, and Brazil's going to be on that list somewhere. Although men are still more likely to invest in crypto, young women in Turkey are increasing. Another thing that we like to promote on this channel is female involvement, and we are lucky to have some female members on our Telegram group, some of them who are very good at picking gems, which I've never even heard of, but do really quite well. We believe that have a deep and comprehensive understanding of the crypto community is crucial in moulding a more encompassing and accountable financial ecosystem. Yeah, and most countries where inflation is high, people should be buying Bitcoin, and that's it. Not financial advice, but people should be buying Bitcoin simply because it is an inflation hedge. And you've got to go back. What did Satoshi want from Bitcoin? He wanted a finite currency. He wanted a currency that couldn't be devalued. And that's what Bitcoin is. There will only be so many Bitcoins ever produced. Whereas Turkey, America, the UK, they can just print their currency into oblivion, devalue all of that money in your pocket. The day we came off the gold standard was the day that your money in your pocket started to lose value. Now, I really don't want to go through this article. It really isn't very exciting. But basically, if you live in Colorado, you can pay for your driver's license and vehicle registration documents. You can pay for it in crypto through PayPal. That is pretty much it. I mean, I feel like one of those news reporters that's gone to a pig race in a farm somewhere in the deep south. I've no interest in this article, but there's so little news today that I included it. So we'll move on. We'll move on. So I will. We'll move on to this one now. This is more exciting because one of the things that we spoke about yesterday, we on certain streams we have a deep dive into a token, and we also have a chat. And the chat that we had yesterday was, how do we get crypto adopted by the 18 to 21-year-olds? And obviously Brogan is 18. It was a good chat with him, and he highlighted 3 things that would get kids into gaming, into crypto. One of them was, of course, tipping, social media tipping. The second that he mentioned is, of course, gaming, play to earn, move to earn, whatever else. And then the last one he mentioned was ticketing. So concert tickets, tickets to sporting events, whatever it might be. And all 3 of those I mentioned at the time were 3 ways you can get people into crypto without shoving crypto down their necks. So you don't need to buy a ticket to a concert to know it's an NFT. You don't need to play a game and win a skin to know it's an NFT. You just need to know that you own that skin and you can sell it. And then, of course, move to earn. You don't need to know it's crypto. If you join your local gym and they have a move to earn app and they pay you for Murder Wizard, I ran a poll on our Telegram group, and I said, which parts of our show do you like? And I think 1 person voted for the NFT section. So we're going to phase the NFT section out, but so quiet today in terms of there's no content today, there's no articles, there's nothing to really cover today. So I put this one in there because we spoke about it yesterday. And the point of this is that when you get people into using the internet, you don't tell them they're using the internet. You tell them you can go and buy a shop. You can go and buy stuff from a shop. You can do your online shopping. You pay your bills online. The people don't see the internet anymore. They see the ability to buy a sofa or pay their electricity bill or pay their water bill. Crypto needs to get to the point where people are using it without knowing they're using it. So the tipping app, the ability to tip people on X or on Instagram or on even Facebook, that ability is where we get people into crypto with them not knowing. The same with move to earn. If the gym's got move to earn, you are rewarding people for doing 10,000 steps a day, which could then give them a 5% discount on their gym membership. So the gym keeps them. It becomes a sticky app on their phone, and the user's getting a discount because they're walking every day. It's a win-win. And coffee shops, I talk about coffee shops all the time because you can give people VIP membership and give them coffee flavors that you can't get unless you're a VIP member. So all of this utility that you get with NFTs is where the value is. It's not in having a shiny UFO. It's not in having a monkey with a silly hat on. So NFT ticketing, how is it much safer than traditional ticketing? Again, we don't need to read the article. It's a non-fungible token, which means it's unique. So on the blockchain, you have 1,000 tickets and you sell 1,000 tickets, and each one has a unique ID. So when you turn up to your concert and you've got ticket number 700, they can see on the blockchain that it's valid and it's real. That's how it will work. The same with season tickets. So you just have just have more security. Ticket touts might be a thing of the past. Maybe even Ticketmaster will start to have to change and adapt its business model because of NFTs. So it's all positive. There's no real negative to having NFTs for tickets. Train tickets are the same. Season tickets, it's all the same. It's all good for the community. It's good for people. Hello, Shunag. Welcome to the chat. Don't forget, if you are watching on YouTube, we have the quiz where we give away crypto on our Binance Live people. So if you're on Binance Live, we're going to get to the quiz now. Remember, the quiz is not meant to be overly difficult. It's meant to give you some information about crypto. I was at the gas station yesterday and it looked like Bored Ape has a salsa brand. Yes, they also have, I believe there's a pizza or a burger joint somewhere where the guy's using his Bored Ape. I know there's a clothing brand with a Bored Ape on it. But there's some controversy about that as well, because they said it was your IP and then they've turned around and said it's not your IP. So I don't know what happened since then. So this quiz that we run every day, all we do is we ask you a series of questions and you need to type the question into chat. That's it. Can't say fairer than that. Let's have a little look. Now let me find a list of questions that are not going to trick people too much. Okay, so for those of you on Binance, if you enter the answer correctly, you get crypto, but you have to enter it in the following way. If I say to you, what is the surname of the owner of X? You need to type Musk in lowercase letters to win. If you give it a capital letter, if you type it in uppercase, the quiz won't recognize it. You're not going to win. So that's something to bear in mind. If you get the question right, I think you get a random amount of SHIB dropped to you. So it's not set in stone. I don't decide who wins this. So this is the first question is very easy. And if you're on YouTube, feel free to answer. We don't mind. So this is the first question. You need to put true or false into chat. The biggest Bitcoin wallet holds 250,000 Bitcoin. Is that true or false? The biggest Bitcoin wallet in the world, that's public wallet, by the way. The biggest public wallet in the world holds $250,000. Now, if it's within reason, so if it's going to be a few either side, $250,000 is, sorry, so 250,000 Bitcoin, is that the biggest wallet or not? Is my app still working, or has it's just frozen again? Okay. Let's try reload and see if I can see the question. There we go. Quite a few of you are getting this right so far. It's as well as being a slow news day, we normally have about 4,000 views on Binance by now. We've got 2,200. It's a really slow day. I know it's a Sunday morning, but even so, it's a killer. I don't even think we've got 3 or 4 people on YouTube. 3 people on YouTube. It's a slow day. So the answer is true. The biggest wallet as of Friday night held 248,597, and I believe it's the Binance wallet. Congratulations to Supai Woman, Ruler of the Sky, Beryl, well done, Xander, Mohammed. Congratulations to the rest of you for winning. Now then, another Bitcoin related question. This is to do with what the names of the types of Bitcoin holder are. So if you hold less than 1 Bitcoin, 1 to 10 Bitcoin, 10 Bitcoin to 50 Bitcoin, etc., what they have different names. So this one is, what do you call a Bitcoin holder with 1 to 10 Bitcoin? All you have to do is type the name in chat of the Bitcoin holder that holds this. So I'll give you a clue. It's marine life related. So you've heard of the whale. Well, the whale isn't the biggest holder of Bitcoin. It's actually a humpback, I believe. So I think it's humpback and then whale. At the other end, you have people that hold less than 1, people that hold 1 to 10. What's the name of a Bitcoin hold with 1 to 10 Bitcoin? Good to see so many people in chat that were here yesterday who are getting this right. The majority of you getting this right. "36 correct answers. Very decent. Just for the record, 135 correct answers about 3 weeks ago before the previous 2 drops. That's the record, right? 40 correct answers. Congratulations. The answer is crab. The name of a Bitcoin holder with 1 to 10 Bitcoin is called a crab. So, Crypto Batman, congratulations. Nightmare, well done. Ruler of the Sky, Beryl, congratulations to all of you. So the answer was crab. I'm going to ask you one more. And this is to do with people that hold less than 1 Bitcoin. So what are the name of people? What are the name of Bitcoin holders that hold less than 1 Bitcoin? And there's always pregnant pauses at this stage because I'm having to type each question, answer, prize, etc. in manually. Right. And also, don't type the answer until I have dropped the question or you won't win. Okay, what's the name of a Bitcoin holder with less than 1 Bitcoin? There we go. Murder Wizard, we stream on, well, I can't say all of the names because I have to respect the platform that we're on, but at the minute, today we are streaming on Binance Live and we're streaming on YouTube. Monday, Thursday and Saturdays we stream somewhere else as well, so we do a stream on 3 different channels. If you join on Telegram or you message me on Telegram, I'll send you all the links and you can go and have a look. So the name of a Bitcoin holder with less than 1 Bitcoin. What is the name of somebody that holds less than 1 Bitcoin? Everybody's getting this one right. So 52 of you got that right. That's a bit of a jump from the 28 before. The answer is shrimp. The name of a Bitcoin holder with less than 1 Bitcoin is a shrimp. Full disclosure, I am only a crab. I would love to be a humpback whale, but I'm only a crab. So congratulations to Joel, Ryder, Adil. Well done. I don't know how you won because everything you say involves BNB. Tariq, well done. Saga, Sammy, Sander, Crypto Tradings. Oh, one other thing I should mention before I ask the next question. we should all have a 5-second prayer for Bruce Seriously, who hasn't been well now for about 3 or 4 days. He's got a very high temperature, it's over 40 degrees. He's a little bit delirious. He hasn't been on the stream for a few days. So if you'd all say a prayer for Bruce Seriously, that would be greatly appreciated. We do miss him on Telegram, and we do miss him on Binance. Next question. And this question is for Adil. And Adil's going to have to get this right to give anybody else a chance of getting this right. What token, so what's the name of the token that's called Build and Build? Believe it or not, I only learnt this the week. This was a revelation when I heard this. What token is called Build and Build? He is missed. He's greatly missed. And there we go. Adil comes to the rescue of everybody else in chat and gives everybody the answer. The only person who can't see the answer to this, unfortunately, is Murder Wizard. Oh, hang on. Hidden Agendas has answered and also put the answer onto YouTube. So Murder Wizard will know that one as well. It's very unusual, by the way, to have to not have Bruce Seriously here, because he's always answering the questions and always getting them right. It's Adil that gets them all wrong, because Adil just puts BNB for everything. So well done to everybody. The answer is, of course, BNB. Only coin you know, Adil. I know it's the only coin you know. And I would imagine, if you're a true Binance Maxi, it should be the only coin you hold. You wouldn't go and buy Bitcoin, would you? Or you wouldn't go and buy Ethereum. So I can only imagine that you only hold BNB, which means, in my opinion, you must be some kind of BNB whale, because you'll have been buying this since it was a dollar, I'd imagine. Next question, and this is an easy one. I want you to give me the name of the CEO of Binance, and it's a really simple question. I don't want his full name. I only want the 2-letter name that this gentleman uses on Twitter. What is he colloquially known as? CEO of Binance. 2-letter answer. What could it be? Well, that's 2 correct answers on YouTube. I only ask these questions because Adil gets them right. If I ask anything related to any other coin, he always gets them wrong. And before you say anything, I do not pick on Adil. Adil is in Telegram with us. We have a very nice group of about 180 people. Anybody that goes in there and abuses the Telegram group, we kick them immediately. We swing that ban hammer every single day on our Telegram group. Adil has ducked several times, to be honest, and he hasn't been hit by the ban hammer. Tariq also dodges the ban hammer as well. 64 of you have got that right on Binance blockchain. Well done. Beryl, Ryder, Wario, welcome back. Not seen you for a while. Tariq, Michael Rain, I've not seen you for a while. Mohammed, Junag, well done. Good answers. Next question. This is a number question. You have to give me a number. and it's an easy one. So let me type this in. So I just want you to give me a number. Not a word, it's just a number. What is CZ's number for FUD? So he holds his hand up, it's a very famous pose. Holds up his hand and he holds up so many fingers. I want you to just tell me how many that is. Now FUD stands for fear, uncertainty and doubt. FUD, fear, uncertainty and doubt. That comes from a year ago, a year and a half ago. Hidden Agendas, congratulations, that's right. A year and a half ago, FTX was bribing several publications to release FUD pieces about Binance. So Sam Bankman-Fried, and this is documented, this is in articles, it's fact, it's not hearsay, it's not conspiracy theory. He actually bribed the owner of a news publication to do with crypto, paid him millions of dollars to write hit pieces about CZ and hit pieces about Binance. And this went on for this is still going on, by the way, but this went on for a very long time. So CZ would go onto Twitter and hold up four fingers. When there was the proof of reserves issue, which was 6 months ago, again, CZ came out and held his fingers up. People who say that Binance don't have any Bitcoin, people who say Binance don't have enough in reserves, probably don't realise that CZ is probably one of the richest people on earth. And short of Bitcoin going to zero, there's never going to be a liquidity crunch at Binance. It controls 60% of the market. And I think they struggle to keep it down to 60% of the market. Congratulations, 67 of you got that right. Mission, Joel, Jace, Tariq, Adil. Remember, the crypto that we give out on here is never going to make you rich. This is supposed to be educational purposes. It's supposed to tell you things that you might not know. Maybe you didn't know what a shrimp was. Maybe you didn't know what a crab was. Maybe you didn't know that 4 is the signal for FUD by CZ. So it's not about making you rich. It's just to give you a little bit of knowledge at the end of the show. We were never going to have the quiz. This is a long story. I'm trying to make it shorter. The quiz replaced the AMA. When we started, there wasn't enough people to ask us questions. So it was always pregnant silences while people came up with questions. So the AMA used to be where the quiz is, but now we have more people. We can answer more questions, but we've kept the quiz because it's just nice to basically, ask questions. We change the questions every week as well. It's different questions. Adil, yep, Adil. Sam Bankman-Fried is a nasty, nasty piece of work. He might be all smiley and curly-haired, but he is a nasty, nasty piece of work. Very underhand. Okay. Next question. And this is an easy one. Adil won't get it right, unfortunately, because he's likely to put BNB, and it certainly isn't BNB. What animal is the Dogecoin logo? So what animal? Not breed. I don't want the breed. I want the animal. Just put the animal into chat. You have won. Congratulations to the two of you over on YouTube. You are both correct. We are churning. The other problem with this app, so I have a Binance app that I ask the questions on. The problem with the app is when too many people get the question right too quickly, the app can't cope with the number of correct answers. It's not so bad today because we're in the 60s, 70s and 80s correct answers. But the other week when we were getting 130, 125, 140 correct answers, whatever it was, it just kept freezing every single question. So if I don't read your name out, it doesn't mean I don't like you. It's simply because I can't see everybody's name. Actually, that's a very good point. I need to put a placeholder. So if you are watching on YouTube, please can I ask you to give us a follow. Also, I mentioned this at the start of the show. I haven't mentioned it since. We have our own VIP crypto club that will be going live sometime in October, but there will be beta access in September. We take a percentage of all of our revenue and we will give it to VIP crypto club members. The first 1,000 will be able to join for free. If you look at the bottom of the page, you will see two links scrolling. You'll see the link to our Telegram group and the link to our VIP group. So it's free to join, no catches. You don't have to give me your name, give me your nickname, I don't care. I do need an email address so I can email you if you win a prize. I do need to know the country you're in because certain countries can't accept certain crypto, so we'll have to remove you from those prize draws. And if you are on Binance, we want your pay ID so we can pay you directly on there. So congratulations to C-Roll, Marianne, Catalina, I've not seen you for a while. Charles Gomez. Surely not the Charles Gomez from Gibraltar. Adil, congratulations. Tariq, well done. Wario, congratulations. Move Smarter, well done. Michael Rain, congratulations to all of you. If you are the real Charles Gomez from Gibraltar, say hello in chat. I haven't seen you in about 10 years. But there probably are going to be hundreds of Charles Gomez's knocking around. It's not likely to be you. But if it is, say hello. Next question. Remember, the amount of SHIB you win is not ever going to make you rich. It's just a reward for getting the different questions right. Okay. And another thing, it does take a little bit of time to enter all the details. So for all the people that scream next question, just bear with me. I'm not as young as I used to be. It's an easy one. Now, another thing I said, I was on an altcoin show a week last Friday, and they asked me what my prediction was for the next big altcoin pump. And I said Dogecoin. And the reason I said Dogecoin is because this gentleman, a few weeks ago, said that X is going to be Doge friendly. That's what he said. On Twitter, it's black and white or white on black, whichever colour scheme you've got. And 3 days ago, he released the updated code because, of course, the code for Twitter is open source. And in there, you can clearly see X. Brogan was on the show yesterday, and he's a programmer. He was explaining that X is just a placeholder in programming for the name of a coin. Now, I would bet my bottom dollar, not financial advice, of course, that Doge is likely to become the tipping coin on Twitter. But it's not going to happen straight away. The reason it's not going to happen straight away, in my opinion, is that I believe that Elon Musk is going to want to move Doge from proof of work to proof of stake, number one. And number two, he is going to want some kind of involvement in the project either as an advisor or a partner. The reason being is that Tesla and his other companies, they don't want to be overly involved in a cryptocurrency that is not environmentally friendly. And Doge is proof of work at the minute, has an infinite supply. I think he wants to create a proof of stake Dogecoin, and it has been mentioned in the past. And Mike, or whatever he's called, the founder of Dogecoin, has said the same thing. So that's a possibility. So how many people got that right? The answer was, of course, Musk. So China, well done. Joel, Xander, Adil, well done. So what I'm going to do now is, it is the end of the show. It's 12:15. We've done an hour and 20 minutes today. A big thank you to everybody that's watched. If you want to join the VIP Crypto Club, if you want to join our Telegram group, if you want to get in touch with us, I'm going to bring all of my details up on the screen here. So you can see all of our contact details underneath. So before you run away and go about your Sunday, that is the link to our Telegram group. If you want to know, that work then? I don't know if it actually pasted or not. There it is, yeah. If you want to join the Telegram group, that is the link. If you want to join this revolutionary new VIP crypto club, may I add, the link is there. So there's both of the links. A big thank you to Hidden Agendas and Murder Wizard. Thanks for coming. I am back tomorrow. If we go back, close that down. If we go back here, I am back tomorrow at 11 o'clock with Brogan. I'm going to turn this stream off now. I will see you all in the morning. I'm going to drop a box for those of you on Binance to say thank you. Vietnam says hello. Hello again. You are back. You were back yesterday. So, join us on Telegram. Join us on the VIP Crypto Club. That's all I have to say. I will see you all in the morning. Until then, have a great Sunday, wherever you are.